Do you know why they are there? Your teacher said something, mentorship. They are there to learn how to manage a business. You don't just get up in the morning and you say you want to put up a provision store. It will not work because you don't have the skills. You must go in for mentorship. Go and meet somebody who is good in that business and you learn. You can learn for 2 years and know the difficulties, the challenges in that domain before you invest. But what is wrong with us is that we see somebody excelling in maybe motorcycle parts. You don't know how he has been trained. You just go and look for money and buy motorcycle part and you start selling. Very soon, your business is not moving because you lack the skill. So mentorship is very important. I think I've taken about almost 30 minutes. I was very systematic this time. I don't want to go so practical. So I want to give you the skill. I've just finished with the areas where you can have funds for you to invest in the agricultural sector. Now let me conclude. Dear young people, agriculture is a profession for those who have. Agriculture is not a profession for those who have failed in other areas. Agriculture is a profession for innovators, entrepreneurs, scientists, and leaders. By investing your energy and creativity in agriculture, you can build successful businesses, improve food security, and contribute to the development of your nation. That is why I said the theme of my presentation is agriculture is a prosperity and national development. So as you progress, as you succeed in this area, you are going to contribute to national development. You are going to increase our gross domestic product. You are going to increase the income of our country. You are going to increase the income of the people of Bamenda. So agriculture is a lucrative area where you can invest. Most of us, I want to encourage us to embrace agriculture as a successful career. There is dignity, there is opportunity for you to exercise your talent. So I thank you very much for giving me this time to present to you guys. Thank you very much. That is the end of my presentation. I was given just 30 minutes. Do we have some questions? Any question? Don't give me 3 more minutes. Any question? Please. It's very bad for somebody to teach something and you don't ask questions. Just ask a question. Down, yes.
Does agriculture place you anywhere about agriculture?
Repeat your question.
Does agriculture place you out of the country?
Yes. That is a very important question. Agriculture can take you to anywhere. You want to go out of the country? Since you have asked this question, let me tell you much about myself. I studied in Regional College of Agriculture, Bambili. I went and practiced agriculture for 10 years in my village. I have a very big oil palm farm. Even right now, there are people there planting, still planting. Today, that as we are talking here. Unfortunately, the crisis has prevented me to go there now, but there are people there working. And there is nothing that can keep me in Bamenda town if I don't have this job that I am doing. there is nothing that can keep me here. If this my government work they take off this work from me now, tomorrow I will be in my village to go and continue because we are producing. That one can sustain a lot of my family. We have been using the income from that farm to do a lot of things. So it's a successful business. Now, after 10 years, I went to the University of Cham, continued with my agriculture, and up to today, I am doing my PhD in that school, in that university. There is the University of Alabama, the United States. Last year, they gave me admission to come and study in that university. I submitted my MSc to them because I wanted to continue my PhD there. So last year, they gave me admission letter, which I discovered very late. This year, they have sent me that admission letter in April. So just to give the answer to your question that you can go to any part of the country with agriculture. Are you satisfied with that answer? Yes. Any other answer question? Yes.
And that will be the last. We're out of time.
Okay. Must we do agriculture to be successful? It is not a must. No. You must not do agriculture to be successful. What is important is that in Cameroon, 60 to 70% of our population is involved in agriculture. So even when you are successful in other professions, you will still need agriculture. When you have your family, you buy a large land and you build your house, large surface area in front of your home. You will not allow it for nothing to be going to food market to buy bitter leaf. You will be forced to plant your own, and you need knowledge of that agriculture to do that. Maybe you have a big plot, your tomato, you can plant your tomato behind the house. When you need tomato, you just go behind the house and use it in your food. So agriculture is affecting us in all areas. As a teacher, you need food. As a doctor, you need food. As an IT technician, you need food. So that is why I said agriculture, this is a topic that affects all of us. And that is why the organizers of this great workshop thought it wise that we should talk about agriculture. So, dear young people, even when you are not in this domain, you will actually need food. And it is very important to have knowledge on how to cultivate this food. Thank you very much.
It is very good to have knowledge in this domain so that we will know just how to cultivate food. We need food. Just imagine if we are not eating before coming here. If they didn't give us coffee break, and after this cloth, we are going to take our lunch break. That one will be longer and bigger. And all that is coming from food. See, it's very important. Sir, thank you very much for that presentation. I'm so glad I have my kids here too. They are hearing. You know, when I tell them, let's go to farm, they start frowning. Say, pardon, start again. Pardon, start, like farm. Okay. And you said that when they will grow older, they will begin to like. And you know, many of the things we have in the market, they have introduced fertilizers. So you can get your own things without fertilizer if you have to cultivate them yourself. Once more, we are grateful. And farm work can take us very, very far, like he said. I have an elder brother who has traveled to many African countries because of agriculture. So if you really want to travel, put your head in agriculture. Okay. We're going to take Dr. Rita Bali. Rita Bali will be talking to us this morning on medicine. How can we make a fortune in medicine? Madam, you are highly welcome. Doctor, maybe I didn't introduce that well. Whatever I miss out on, you will complete for us. Thank you very much. And she looks very well. Coincidentally, is wife of our counselor, the one that just presented a short while ago. Madam, you are highly welcome.
All right, good afternoon or good morning to everyone. It is a great privilege and honor to be here with you all today. Thank you, sir, and all the organizers. So I am Melan Rita. I am a Christian. I am a meticulous, dedicated doctor, and I am passionate about guiding young people in making career choices. So when I heard of this opportunity, I was very elated. I was quite happy because it's one of the things that I believe that God is inspiring me to do in my generation. Thank you all for being here. So I am introducing myself in this way to also help you young people understand that you are not just a name. I am not just Rita. Each and every one of us has a purpose and a calling that God has called us into. And if we are here, it is because we want to have a better understanding of our calling and to be able to move in that direction. Today, I will not talk about career, but I'll be talking about a career in medicine. A career in medicine. And I don't know, I will dive a little also into the broader category, which is healthcare. So medicine, next slide. So we're going to be looking at various things, and I would like us to play a little game, because I think that some people maybe they need to wake up a little so that we can have all your attention. So we're going to play doctor. Who wants to play doctor with me? Please, can I have just 3 people to play doctor? 3 people, yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Please just stand up. A 3rd person who wants to play doctor. Yes, my dear. Thank you, 3 people. So there are 3 cases. We have the first case. There is an 18-year-old boy who fell from a tree and maybe he has broken his wrist. The second case, a 5-year-old girl, she is crying and is bringing the whole hospital down because she has a neck. Would you attend to first? Yes, my dear. The 5-year-old boy, the 5-year-old girl, sorry. Okay. I will not ask why. Yes, my dear. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yes, my doctor. The 5-year-old girl. Wonderful doctors. Thank you very much. You can sit down. Okay, so it's amazing that we are all thinking, I'm sure maybe if I ask why, it would be because somebody has broken an arm. It's a very serious thing. Or the girl, she's crying so loud, we think that it must be a serious condition. Then let me surprise you. The first person you should attend to is that 70-year-old man. And why? Is because he is having a stroke. And in health, they say the brain is quite the most vital organ that you should attend to first. So thank you all for participating. Can we give them a clap? Next one. All right, so what is medicine? Medicine is a field that is dedicated to promoting, maintaining, restoring the health and well-being of people, of humans. Let me take it specifically to humans. So it's about promoting health. So we always hear prevention is better than cure. So medicine is all about promoting health, improving it, maintaining it, and for those who maybe have a health challenge, to restore health. And in so doing, you need to study it, you need to understand maybe what the disease is about. You need to make a diagnosis, like when they say you have appendicitis, that means you have thought about it, you have put two and two together, and then you say this person has malaria, this person has typhoid. So that is making a diagnosis. And then treatment. Either treatment can be giving medication, treatment can be surgery, and treatment can be just talking to somebody. So please, next slide. So many times when we hear about medicine, we only think of doctors. So that is why I brought medicine versus healthcare. Healthcare is a whole system that maintains, manages, and improves well-being. So it is an umbrella system, an umbrella organization. Like when you go to the hospital, you don't only see doctors. If there were only doctors, the system would crash. So if we see from that umbrella, we would see that only one part is going to medical services. So healthcare includes both clinical and non-clinical other things that are necessary for your health and well-being. And medical services or medicine is just a small subset of healthcare who are involved in the diagnosis, treatment, and all that. Please, next slide. So I really wish we could see this, but so the different types of healthcare careers we have. So I'm sure that maybe when they ask many people about their careers, especially when they're young, they just say doctors. But this is a career guidance forum, and we hope that at the end of this, beyond doctors, you will also aspire to be other healthcare professionals. The healthcare professional is a whole big world on its own. So I'm going to be taking us through these different types of healthcare careers, and it can help you to make even a decision to follow any one of them. It can be clinical, it can be non-clinical. So the first one is as a clinician. That means you deal with the patients actually day to day. And for these people, you can work on your own. And for these people, we have examples like doctors, registered nurses, dentists who deal with teeth. We have occupational therapists, pharmacists, and paramedics. Paramedics are people who work like on adrenaline. Maybe you're somebody who loves fast work. You can be a paramedic. That means someone who works in the emergency room. I'm sure that many of us have watched movies where an ambulance goes out and they do the first steps of resuscitation for a client, brings them to the hospital, and then their job is done. We've seen movies like that, right? So those are called paramedics. You can be a paramedic. We have also surgeons, and for surgeons, these are people who treat or diagnose. You can also diagnose through surgery. That means maybe they can cut a part of your body, send it to the lab and say, oh, look at this, could it be this, could it be that? So they can also make a diagnosis. They can also treat some kind of diseases. There are children who are born with curved legs. They call it club feet. They correct it and you walk and nobody can ever even know that you had that issue. So you can be a general surgeon, you can be a specialized surgeon. That means there are people who can operate generally, but there are people who operate just the eye, there are people who operate just the heart, cardiologists, there are people who operate maybe just the brain, neurosurgeons. So you can be that kind of surgeon. You can be an anesthesiologist. This is a doctor who gives anesthesia, who puts you to sleep, people to sleep when they are doing surgery. Or you could be an anesthetist. An anesthetist is a trained nurse who can also give the anesthesia. We have surgical nurses who work in the theater. So nursing goes beyond just giving medications. You can be in the operation room. Then we have the diagnostics and treatment support team. These are people who use technology and tests to find out what is wrong with the patient. We have lab technicians, maybe people who do tests. They can take your blood, check if you have malaria. They can take your stool, check if it is typhoid. They can take your blood, check your genotype, if you're AAAS. So these are lab technicians. We have sonographers. These are people who do echography. We've heard about echography, right? Maybe a woman is pregnant, they say, go and do an ultrasound. So those are called sonographers. We have radiographers, those people who take chest x-rays and interpret. They take a picture of your scan, of your head, that is a CT scan. So this is the area in science that seeks ways to prevent and treat diseases. So these people, and we heard about those who have investigative abilities, they want to know why. Why this disease? What is causing this? You know, there was a time when we thought that malaria was witchcraft. But now we understand that it is when a mosquito bites you and then you can have malaria. So these are people who do those kind of research. They figure out things, or they can know that this particular disease, this is the medication to take. So these are researchers, and you can be part of them. There are also people who work with public health. Maybe they take what the researchers have done and make it public, and go out there, speak about vaccinations, make sure you understand about your health. So these people, you can be a community health worker, epidemiologist. We have people who work in the healthcare system is to manage it. Remember, it is not just about health, it is also a business. And if we don't have people who manage the business part of it, it will fail. You come one day and see that all the doctors or nurses have gone away because they were not paid their salary. Is that also? So we need the healthcare management team. So these people, they don't treat, but they manage the system. So we have health administrators, health information managers, health statisticians. And then we have the integrated services, because health is not just your physical wellness. Health means that your body is okay, your mind, your emotions are also okay, and even the food you eat. So we have people like social workers who also help with your financial health. And then we have clinical counselors, psychologists, psychiatrists, and nutritionists. Please next slide. So we find that you can be just about anything in the hospital milieu. So whether you are studying arts or science, you can still find yourself in healthcare. So for example, if your abilities or strengths are that you love action, you love solving problems, you love hands-on work. We heard how our first speaker spoke about knowing who you are, and maybe you love doing hands-on work. You can work at you can do emergency medicine and trauma, you can do surgery. For those who have analytical minds, they love mysteries, maybe they love data, they love maths, like one of our young ones said. They like to know why. You can be someone who is a pathologist. That means you can work in the lab to diagnose. You can do psychiatry, for example. For those whose strength is empathy, that means they feel your pain. They love to listen. Like they can go out of their way for you. You can work in palliative care. Palliative care means accompanying people who have chronic diseases like cancer. It can, especially cancers that cannot be cured. So they will come to you for counseling, you encourage them, you give them pain medications and all that. Then you have people who love technology and AI. There is still a place for you in healthcare. You can do interventional radiology, robotic surgery. Now in your generation, you will be seeing more and more of robotic surgery. You can do digital health and AI medicine. And then for the change makers, the visionary leaders, the advocates, you can go into public health. You can become ministers of public health. You can be administrators. You can be people who work in the UN, in the WHO to promote health for all people. Please, next slide. So, can someone see this image clearly? Who are those who play video games here? You play video games, you play video games. All right. So what is that guy, that doctor holding at the extreme end there? Sorry? A mallet. So you see that there is mallet in there too, right? Yes. So what he's doing is not very clear, but maybe later you can pass and look at the slides. So he's doing robotic surgery. So if that is what you love, there is a place for you in healthcare. Please, next slide. So the path, let's look at the path very briefly. So we have, for those who want to be doctors, you need to study biology, chemistry, physics in high school. And like, if you think that maybe you're doing sciences, sometimes it's not necessary to do all the 5 subjects. If you can just settle on 3 that we will have your excellent grades on, it's far more important than having 5 A's at the A level. So in medicine, you need biology, chemistry, and physics. And then in Cameroon currently, there is an entrance exam that when you finish high school, you will write. And no matter which school you're going to, whether government school or private school, usually you need to write this exam. So if that is what you aspire to be, so you can start preparing towards that. But there are still some private schools that you don't need to write this exam, you can just go directly into it. But the challenge is that it doesn't come cheap. But the one where you write the exam, the fee is quite substituted. And then when you finish, you get into your med school. After 7 years, you graduate as a medical doctor and you can start working. And why not, you can continue in school and become a specialist. And then for the other healthcare professionals, it's almost the same. You need biology, you need chemistry, but even if you do art, you can still be able to enter into these fields. There's nursing, midwifery, laboratory science, and radiography. People who take x-rays. So you can do biology, chemistry, even if you do art, you could still find yourself here. So some people, you still need to write the entrance exam. So the entrance exam, either here entrance exam, know that your fee is substituted. Then you can still go directly into a private school and have your education there. When you finish, you can be a nurse, a midwife, a laboratory scientist, a radiographer. And then let's know that we may be asking, how about those who manage? Know that anybody who finds themselves in the hospital in any category, with time, with experience, and with your devotion, you can be elevated to the position of management. So it can come as an appointment. But for some people, you can also go to the school of ENAM and graduate and be a hospital director. Please, next slide. So some of the myths, some of the things that we say that are not very true about being a healthcare professional is that I have to be super intelligent. I have to be a genius. I have to pass maths very well. No, that's not always the case. Yes, you must work hard, but you must not be a straight A student. I know a lot of people who entered med school without 5 A papers, with barely even 15 points. But today, they are very good doctors because they keep pushing. Whatever you identify that you want to do, keep working on it. If after today you have identified that this is where I want to go to, start working on it today. Don't do 10 papers that you'll be suffering with. Choose 5 important papers and work hard at them. The next one is that the school takes too long. Like when I say 7 years, maybe some people are like, no, Leo. No. Know that within those 7 years, you can even start doing something already. You can be doing internships that you're paid. So it is not too long. Anything that is worth it is worth the wait. Jesus waited 30 years and he did the most remarkable things that we've ever seen. So it is not too long. And then for some people that it is too expensive. It is not too expensive. There are ways that young people can do to even help their parents sponsor their education. While we were going through school, we had many people who were doing jobs, selling things to raise their fees. What more of you? It is not too expensive. It is not too expensive. Start doing something today. And then for some people, because they see what is on TV, they think that that is it. Yes, it is a job that is honorable and all, but know that there is work behind it. As nice as it looks, you need to work, and no job is too easy. So when you look at somebody's job, don't think that it is easy. There is no job that is too easy. Please, next slide. So, I'm rounding up here. So medicine is a diverse field and everyone can find their spec. The trend in medical challenges are changing. That means the things that we knew before, that maybe like diabetes, that our parents never knew that children could have diabetes, but today we are treating children with diabetes. And for you people, it will be different. So you will need to be able to learn this and know that medical challenges are changing. Today, mental health, climate-related issues, technological advancements are coming. And so there is need for each and every one of you with your several abilities, for example, in IT proficiency, your diverse perspectives and background. There is need for you in the healthcare field. And then a career in medicine may be demanding, but it is very rewarding. It is one of the careers where your daily efforts translate to somebody's second choice at life. And so we need your energy, your empathy, your minds, and your hands on deck. So I want to end with this: which healthcare professional will you be? Thank you.
Big. You can do better than that. Thank you so much, Dr. Rita Bali. It was wonderful. And she ended on the note, what kind of health professional will you be? Am I misquoting you, madam? I think I got those last words there. So you can become what you really desire to be, whether you are a science or art student. We should have been going now for break, but looks like the person in charge is still on our way. So we will take one more slot so that we will close today at the time we put for ourselves. So if you look at the program, those who have the program with them, we are at 11:35 now, and we will want to take in the next facilitator. Okay, the next facilitator there should be graphic designing. Graphic designing by Mr. Ngala. Mr. Ngala is speaking for the next 25 minutes. Let's welcome him with a standing ovation. We have been sitting for long. Can we stand up and welcome Mr. Ngala?
Thank you very much, sir. Hello. Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to be here again. This is the third year I'll be here. Happy to see all of you. Are you very excited to see me? Yes. Okay. We'll be talking about graphic designing today, and sorry, I thought I would come after the break, so I did not give my slides. So, while they are preparing the slides, can somebody tell me what graphic designing is? Who is a graphic designer? Yes.
From my understanding, graphic designing is bringing visuals to life depending on the information of the client.
Okay. Bringing visuals depending on the information of the client. Any other person? Yes.
When you started, I think that graphic designing is those things. A graphic designer is all pictures like that way you want to have crusades and it's also that knows how to mix colors and something like that. Like they
Color combination. Yes.
They know how to make colors come out perfect.
Okay. Color alignment, color combination. Any other person? Yes. Someone who tells stories with images and pictures. Amen. Sorry. So, graphic designing is the act of visual communication, right? Everything you are doing, whether it's a picture, it's an image, it's a line, it's color combination, you are communicating visually, right? Now, I will just ask you to look around you. People are very colorful. Is it communicating something to somebody? Yeah, that's the act of graphic designing. Okay, my topic today is very interesting. I hope we'll be able to see it. Leveraging AI as a graphic designer. How many of us know about AI? What's the full meaning of AI? Artificial intelligence. That's good. It seems so many of us know what AI is, and I want how we will discuss how AI can help us as graphic designers in this industry. We are talking about a career orientation, and what I see about graphic designing, it cuts across all industries, every industry, be it medicine, as they just discussed, be it agriculture, be it whatever you are doing, it needs a graphic designer, right? And the last time I said you can either do graphic designing as a career or as a part-time. You can be a teacher and still be a graphic designer. You can be a doctor and still be a graphic designer. You can be a businesswoman or a businessman and you still be a graphic designer, right? So let's get into it. Okay, what is AI in creative media? Let me use my mobile here. Sorry for the small characters. Okay, AI refers to software engines that learn patterns from vast design and media databases. Right? It refers to engines, software that has been created when the digital advancement and AI, this is the era of AI. So these are machines that have been created, softwares that learn by gathering data, gathering information from the internet. So that when you give it a command, you'll be able to scan through the internet and produce what you need, right? So AI is very vital, and it will help us and show a lot of industries integrating AI into their system. We have industry tools that we can use, such as ChatGPT, we have Midjourney, we have Canva AI, and then we have Adobe Firefly, help you to produce flyers, produce logos, can help you to produce posters, can help you to even to design book covers like the one you are using. I have a friend that is currently customizing notebooks for an institution. All the schools that will be using in that institution will carry the information of that institution. It's not being ordered from Douala or from Nigeria or from somewhere else. They are being produced in Bamenda. Right? So AI can help you to do that. And why are we talking about AI? Because it's faster. A job that you can take 4 hours to produce, AI can do that in 4 minutes, even in 1 minute. You just need to get a good prompt and you give the request to the AI. And when it comes to prompt writing, they say when writing a prompt, garbage in, garbage out. If you give AI a wrong prompt, it will produce you wrong information. So you need to know how to write prompt. And according to my program, I think in the breakout of tomorrow, I will be teaching on how to write prompts. I took a certificate from OpenAI company on how to write prompt, how to use AI constructively, and the right information you can give to the AI to get you exactly what you want. Hello? So AI is helping us in the graphic industry to produce materials, design work in a very faster pace. It helps you to be limitless in creativity. Now, imagine you are being given a task, or, for example, this workshop. I think what we need was the organizers to come up with the idea. And then in the course of the preparation, a graphic designer was part of the main preparation. Why? Because people need t-shirt. The facilitators, they need t-shirt. They need flyers for information to send it out. Right? So now, AI will help you to be able to come up with programs and information that will be able to send across whatever you want to do. Maybe you have a church crusade. You want to produce flyers for distribution, or maybe for online sharing, for status. You want to produce billboard that will be on the main way. AI can help you to do that in a very short time. You will not need to sit on a computer and be cracking your head. I remember, I think year before last, I thought one of the challenges of graphic designers is the long hours that they spend in front of the laptop or the computer. It's so draining. You see, sometimes a client will give you a job, is to change this one, to do this one, right? So it drains you a lot, and it takes a lot of time. And we all know that when you spend a lot of time on the computer, it starts to affect your health also. So AI can help you to do that in a very short period of time. There was a flyer I produced recently for a business at food market. It is with the electronics and home appliances. And I just wanted to test. I write, the man gave me the information, and then I just sent the thing to AI. Perfect. The flyer came out. And even with the correction that I wanted to do, I was just sending it, and AI was doing the correction. If you see that flyer, you know that it's an AI that has done it. So it makes you now, AI has come not to replace us, but to help us to be more efficient, to handle productivity efficiently, right? It's only somebody that does not want to advance that the AI will replace. If you are not advancing in your job, the AI will replace you. So you need to learn how to use AI to be more productive, to be more efficient in your job, in your career, right? So it helps us to be in a low learning curve. It means everybody, you don't need to have a degree to use AI. You don't need to have a master's degree to use AI, right? I'm sure many of us here have phones. We don't have phones. Do we have access to phones? Maybe from our parents? No. Okay. I think when you go back today, you can ask for your mother's phone or your father's phone, and if they have maybe ChatGPT or they have Go, they have Meta AI, you can use it, right? Just try to send it information. You use it to study. You can use it to do research, right? For those that are maybe at upper stage that will be getting to university, you use AI to study. So it facilitates research, it facilitates studying, and it simplifies a lot of things in the society, right? You don't need to, like I said, if you know how to write prompt, know how to give AI the right information, you will get the right feedback. So, what can we use AI for in our local context? Now, I will switch us between Birmingham and maybe Cameroon. How can we use AI to produce or to advance as a graphic designer? There are so many things that are happening just around us, and sometimes I say a student nowadays that cannot work money for his or herself is maybe just being lazy, or is maybe not knowing what is happening around him. There are a lot of things. I have students that are doing just flyers, and they are making a lot of money. I remember one time when I started, I was doing flyer, Pastor Zach can testify, I was doing flyer for 2.5. And how did I start? I used to, when I just see maybe a church flyer or I see somebody post a flyer, I'll go and imitate that flyer, try to reproduce it. And then I will send it to that person to see if what I've done is much better than what he or she already has. And that's how I started advertising my work. So recently I met a student that is still in school, and he asked me to help him. When I have flyers, maybe I can give it to him to do it. And I asked him how much does he charge for a flyer. He said 5,000. 5,000 francs as a student. He's still in high school. I think that's, even if your parents are so rich, they don't give you that in a week, right? Or maybe 2 weeks or in a month. But that's what he does. And he takes care of himself, and he does a lot of things. So if you are able to maximize the opportunities around you, you'll be able to be making and earning money while you are studying, while pursuing your dream career. So we have local churches. In every local church, they have programs. Even just announcing the church or maybe the preceding Sunday service. You can meet your pastor and suggest, Pastor, I want to do a flyer, or can do a flyer and just send to your pastor. They have youth programs, they have children programs, men's programs, women programs in church. And you can opt to be the graphic designer of your local church. Right? Or you can, there are businesses around our neighborhood. We have salon, we have tailoring workshop, we have provision stores. Everyone wants to market their business. They want to market and advertise their business. And what do they need? We are in the Android generation. Everything they are selling online. Right? And there are people who have signboard in front of their shops that you can do it for them. We have church crusade, we have gospel concert, we have entertainment, we have drinking spots all around us. We have schools and workshops like this one. There are graphic designing materials that are being produced. So you can get in contact with that, get connections for this, and you learn from it. Right? So, and like I said, AI will help you to facilitate your work. You don't need to crack your brain to try to come up with the best designs. Right? So can you help me? There's a flyer in my this thing. I need to show just an example, a flyer that I did with AI. This is a church flyer. I don't know how many people can be able to see it clearly. It's so beautiful, right? Yes, it looks so professional. It is an AI that has produced this. You can do this for your local church or maybe a crusade, and they paste it somewhere in your person. You say, "Ha, this graphic designer is wonderful." But this is an AI that has produced this, and it's so beautiful that you can use this for business, right? So you can also use AI for logos and company branding. Recently, I did a branding and I just sent a prompt to ChatGPT and I sent it to ChatGPT, I sent it to Gemini. Gemini is the AI from the Google, and they produced me a brand identity, the color combination, the logos, and all the colors they match. Imagine setting up a company like this, let's say for Christian Community Fund. We have the logo, right? The color combination, all the items that are found in the logo. Now, let's say they wanted to maintain a color, a particular color for all maybe their flyers, their publicity, their materials. Now, you can just send, instead of designing those things one by one, trying to crack their head to know which color matches with which one, you just send that to AI, and AI will be able to combine and maybe give you sample that you can choose from. Right? So we can use that to do logos, to do brand identity. We can also use AI for viral videos and short form content videos. Many of us are familiar with TikTok, right? TikTok, Instagram Reels, and then YouTube. We have so many content creators now outside, and they use AI to produce their videos. You can shoot a video here or just outside here now and come and send it to AI, it will edit it for you. That you send it online and somebody will think that you use a professional, maybe videographer to do it. So AI can do that for you, and it can help you to. A lot of people are making money online through views, videos, and other. And do we know what they call this app? They call CapCut. Yes, you can use that to edit your videos. They have integrated an AI into that app. You can just send a video, and then the AI will edit it for you with all the effects and everything. Then what are the marketing opportunities in Cameroon? As a graphic designer, if you gather all this knowledge, how to use AI to produce stunning materials, stunning flyers, stunning posters, stunning backdrops, stunning roll-ups, how do you profit from it? What are the opportunities that are at your disposal? Now, I will start with freelancing. Sometimes I know I'm more of a freelancer, graphic designer. I can work from anywhere. So there are platforms that you can sign up to. We have Fiverr, we have Upwork, we have X, Twitter, former Twitter, that you can create a platform that you can sell your designs, you can sell your materials that you design, and you earn in foreign currency. Recently, I got a job through LinkedIn to design a logo for a company that sells digital currency, cryptocurrency, and I was offered to pay $250. $250. Maybe locally they will not pay me that amount, but it's your presence and the material that you produce that can fetch you that amount. Then we have the local market. We have, every single bakery, every tech hub every snack bar, every clothing brand around us, they need flyers. They need marketing materials. They need things to us. Right? So you can get to your schools, to your neighborhood, to anywhere around your job place, and you can see businesses that you can offer them your services. So we have church announcement flyers, we have backdrops, we have crusade, youth retreat, and then we have banners. They are all in high demand. If you go to where they do this printing, there's no space. Even we are talking about how much people are dying. Like Pastor said here, they were in Bafut. I was also there. They were burying a father and a son at the same time. And they have portrait, they have roll-ups, they have banners they do for burial ceremonies. Those are things that we can benefit from. Right? So it's a sad situation, but there are some people that are making money from it. Yes. Someone who says coffin while you're crying, he's bargaining on how to say his coffin. Right? So we can also take advantage of that to sell our work. We have storefront signboards. Recently, most signboards in this time are changing to 3G signboard that have light. We have 3G characters, and then they have the light that are shining in it. Most businesses are changing to that. They are also in training. You can learn to do that. We have roll-ups. For tech startups, we have salons, tech labs, boutiques. They require billboards and all that. We have custom celebration and events printing. African celebration, like that celebration, weddings, anniversaries, they all require design materials, right? We have people that are printing pictures. You don't even need to be a photographer now to print pictures. I can take a picture for you here now and give it to AI, it will produce me a studio photo, right? That I will print it, you will see, you think that maybe they snap in a professional studio. It will clean it up. So before I run up, how many people love to be graphic designers? Now, the burning desire, how can you identify you are a graphic designer? You need to be someone who is creative. A creative mind, someone who thinks and come out with things. You just sit like this and you just come to this room as entering from that door, maybe the decoration, the lighting, everything. You are just thinking that maybe this one was here like this would have made sense. If they arrange it like this would have made sense. That's how a graphic designer mind works. I just sat here, I'm looking at everybody and I'm just looking, okay, if I was the one to write this t-shirt, maybe I would have written it like this. This text would have been like this. You need to be creative, think out of the box. You know, sometimes these clients are funny. Somebody will just say, maybe a church program, for example. We are having this church program, they just send you maybe the theme of the program, and maybe the date, or maybe the speakers and the venue. And they want you to come up with something story. Now you have to do that on your own to come out with it. You need to convince a client that you are creative. So graphic designers are creative mind. You need to be able to sit like this. Maybe somebody say, okay, I want to start up a company. I don't know what to do. I don't know what type of logo to do. And then maybe he will just give you a sketch something of what he has in his mind, and now you go and sit on it to develop it and come up with something. So if you want to venture into graphic designing, you have to be creative, you have to be devoted, and you have to love it. When you do a job like this, you look at it, you love it first before your customer. So any question or any clarification? Anybody with a question? You want to say something? So no question. I talk about prompt writing. Okay.
Few keywords that we can use to like when you go to AI, like going to make that design, or like keywords that we can use. Because sometimes you go to AI, you say something, but sometimes it doesn't give you exactly what you want.
Yes. Like I said, garbage in, garbage out. If you go to AI, depending on what you want to request from AI, there are some keywords you want to use, right? But like I said, I want to do maybe more of the practical tomorrow in the breakout, and then I'll be showing us some few prompts on how to write, and probably we'll see how we can come up with some flyers or something. I will design something for this meeting that we are having, and then you people, maybe you can learn something from that. Is that okay? Yes. So keywords are not specific. It depends on what you want to request from the AI. Yeah. And then there's a structure that you need to follow. Any other question? Yes.
Queries the same as from. Queries. Is it the same as from?
I will not say for sure, but I know for AI what we use is prompt, not query. When we are using AI, we prompt, we give prompt. That's the word we use. Yes. Hey, Hannes, okay.
1 minute more.
Okay. Yeah.
You said AI helps graphic designers. If now everybody knows how to use AI to design their flyers and so on, the graphic designers will
That's a wonderful question. That's a very great question. Now, imagine all of us here. Now we'll go and learn to use AI to produce graphic materials, right? She's asking if everybody will be able to make money.
She's asking if designers will be able to make money. Won't the people put them out of market? Everybody can design their things at home.
So, like I said, right? Now, let's look, for example, how many salons are being opened in town here? We cannot count, right? And there are some that are still in the works that are going to open. Now, I will say, I just said, if according to the number of businesses that are operating in Birmingham, if everybody, and we know everybody cannot be a graphic designer, I'm not sure all of you wants to be a graphic designer, right? Will make money. And to stand out as a graphic designer is your creativity. I can design something, and then another person come and design it. They can choose that person. Why? It depends on your creativity and how appealing your design are. There are customers that before they come to you, maybe they will have already sent that work to somebody else, and the person did not do it the way they like it. And I will tell you, in this industry, dealing with customers is one of the creativity, or maybe the thing that you need to learn. Customers are not always specific, and they want to go for the highest person that has made something outstanding. So, as much as graphic designers are, I can tell you, the whole time there are so many, even students that are doing graphic designing work, like I just mentioned earlier. There are students that are doing flyers, and sometimes I just decided recently that I'm not doing the flyer again because just wasting time. I think the students can take that. I'm more of doing maybe backdrops, roll-ups, t-shirts, and printing and other, and portrait. So I think we are still doing well. The work is still there. Okay, sir. Yeah.
It's just a small input question.
Okay.
So I wish to ask now with the AI development and involvement, are we still advising students to still learn how to use other softwares as designers normally learn? Like the softwares you learn to actually do designs. And what advantage do you have as a designer that you are integrated with AI comparatively with somebody who has just AI technology in place of graphic design?
Thank you so much, sir. We have the graphic designer softwares, we have Photoshop, we have CorelDRAW, we have Affinity, we have so many of them, Illustrator. And for someone who has learned all these softwares, maybe who knows how to use one of these softwares, it's an advantage for you while you are integrating AI. Because now you have the foundation, you can sit on a design and start it from scratch, laying the background, the color combination, the layout, the text, how to manipulate text and all that. Now in such that AI is a machine, something that can fail you, and you have work that you want to deliver.